Hi honeys, I'm back. It feels so good to be back at home in my own bed. She's looking real sexy right now, right over there. I missed my home, I missed this, I missed everything. I missed you guys. So I sit down today and I do a little get ready with me and I talk to you guys about my travels and how fun it was and how scary it was and just a little bit of everything while putting this beat on my face. So if you guys want to check it out, keep watching. Let's get this hair out of the way first. First things first. Let's get this hair out of the way. I was gonna sit and just talk to you guys and just give you guys a little life update, but I thought I'd do a little GRWM, a little get ready with me. And yeah, I wanna chit chat and talk to you guys. I have a little paper here of things that I want to talk about, things that I don't want to forget because my memory is shit. Don't look at it. Don't be fucking rude. Don't be fucking rude! Don't be fucking rude! If you don't know that fucking iconic phrase, just, your time here is done. You can leave this video. But yeah. First things first, let's prime. Let's get some primer. On my face, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. If you guys don't know this one, she's a dupe for Miss Tatcha Silk Canvas. The thing that I want to talk about is just how amazing it all was. It was just like, I hope that from my stories, the one thing that I wanted you guys to get from them was just how insane being in a different part of the world is. Like how it also just blows my mind how we can get on a plane for, actually the ride there was a bigger of a pain in the ass than the ride back because I flew to Bali, not straight to Bali, made a stop in Taiwan, but overall it was like 22 hours of flying. 22 hours of flying. No one should be on a plane for 22 hours, period. But it was, at the end of the day, to get to a very beautiful part of the world. And so it was worth it. Once I got there and like was able to like walk to the beach was like a minute away from where I was staying. And it was just like, it was everything. Everything. So yeah, it was just an amazing experience. That's not all I want to say, but to begin with, like that's what I want to make sure that that's what you guys got from my stories. If there was times where I was kind of sad and kind of lonely and kind of depressed, I think that it comes with traveling by yourself. I had never actually done that. I've never actually done that. Period. I've never actually done that, but I thought that it was time. Like I have been just like, I don't know, I keep getting to new levels of actually not giving a fuck. There is not enough fucks in this world for me to give. Like there's no more. And so I said, let me see if I can do this. And so like, I guess one of the things that I want to touch on is just how, like, I don't know. I get it here. I've gotten used to it. It's just one of the things that happens when I do what I do and I wear what I wear and it's just like I express myself the way I express myself. I walk the way that I walk. I don't know. But it was turned into one thought. Like I get stared at is what I'm getting at. I get stared at here. I get stared at. It's so fucking hilarious. One of my sisters, when we first started like getting ready and like just going out and like living our life, basically, and it was just like a casual Tuesday and we'd be like in full beat and we'd be like doing our thing out and about and we would get stared at. Like it would make her mad and I'd just be like, dude, like it comes with the territory. Like you just need to learn to get over it. And it did take her a while to like get over it. And then she now doesn't give a fuck anymore either. But I guess what I'm getting at is in Southeast Asia, like people just stare. Like people would just like stare you up and down, eat you up. I don't know, like I was trying to take it as a compliment, like, but also like, I don't know, it was starting, I'm used to it, like I said, very used to it, but by the end of it, I was starting to be like, yo, I'm gonna punch someone. I'm gonna punch someone real fucking hard in their face if they keep fucking staring. And I started being like, hi, and they would like be so nice about it and like say hi back. It just like was a lot to handle because sometimes there would be like ugly looks. Like sometimes I would get like, again, also like I was going out in like bright lime green shorts and a tank top and like they aren't used to that. And I get that, but it's not fucking polite to stare. Did no one ever tell you that? Like, come on. Come on now, it is 2020. This entire experience also was so eye-opening and like so different to like see different cultures and just like, I don't know. For my foundation, I'm going in with a NARS. Avi, this is my go-to. I am going to be mixing it with a little bit of a BB cream because I don't want to do too much of a full coverage look. I am more of a light coverage hoe because... Also, can we talk about my tan? Can we just talk about how tan I am? Hold on, let me move this. Look at this. But like, do you guys see that? Do I look gross? Look! Oh my god, yeah. That's what happens when you're in the sun and you don't put sunscreen on, but we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, I do love tan on me. When I'm tan, like, I just live my best life. It is everything. It just gets me going. It puts me in a good mood. And so yeah, I go with a lighter bit of a beat just to like not really hide my face. I don't have an excuse to hide my face. You know? I don't need to. Oh my god. I didn't color correct. It was everything and more that I ever experienced, and what makes me the most grateful, like it opened my eyes to so many things. Not that I didn't know that how lucky I was and how blessed I was already, but just seeing different cultures and seeing how people live in different places and seeing how it just all works out and like how just some people are so okay with living such a simple life and never even imagining leaving. I don't know, like, it makes me happy but sad. Like, happy for myself that I'm able to do things like that, but it makes me so sad for people who can't even, like, imagine Bali, or people that can't even imagine, like, leaving their city or their town, or just, like, that's where it's, like, I had such a hard time with that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I did have such a hard time with just, like, wow. And so it wasn't like when I would post those stories and just, I felt like I was, actually, I don't give a fuck, first of all, but I did feel like I was just getting a little bit repetitive and like annoying saying how like lucky and blessed I felt, but it was just like, wow. Wow. I really do get to like live in a country where I'm able to like leave it and come back, and it's just, it's not even the fact that I live in this country, but just like, I have that blessing, I have that, okay, for example, like my parents, and I didn't want to touch on this, I didn't, but you know what, it is what it is. My parents came to the United States to give me a better life. Do I need to say more? Like, they came here to give me a better life, but now they can't leave it, is what I was getting at. Like, now they can't go back to Mexico. Both of my parents have lost both of their parents, and for, like, they weren't able to go to that, and just, like, I don't know, it kills me. It ruins me. It ruins me. But also, like, it makes me happy that I realize these things, that just, I'm able to go and do that, and part of me does it for them. Like, part of me does it so that I can show them these things. I don't know. It was great. It was fucking great. It was fucking great. So that's basically what I'm getting at. Like, I don't come from being able to travel. Like, it's not something that was handed to me. It's not something that I've been able to do like my entire life. I haven't just gotten on a plane and like just like gone. It wasn't until my adult years But yeah, like, it was just so much fun. And I am so happy that I was able to, like, bring you guys with me, that I was able to, like, share some of it with you guys. And as lonely as I did feel sometimes, it was great to share it. It was great to share it. It was everything. Like, when I felt the most lonely, and I did feel lonely, you guys know me, like, I am a people person. I thrive with my people. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I wasn't lonely, because I even shared that with you guys when I was posting sometimes. But sharing it and, like, getting responses, because so many people responded, it was a really good feeling. Like, I felt like it made me feel like I wasn't alone. Sharing it with you guys and having, like, just being able to do that just was so cool and made me feel like I wasn't so lonely. Obviously, sorry, I didn't even share. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Born This Way. This is, like, my go-to in the color Warm Beige. I also have the color Nude, because, I mean, we all know I love a good nude. But I feel like I don't need that. It's only when I'm in the wintertime, when I'm a little paler, is when I use that one a little bit more. But I think this will give me, actually, let's do a dot of that. There we go. So yeah, it was great. I hope you guys enjoyed watching all of my stories there. Yeah, I was gonna, like, I didn't film. I was gonna do vlogs and stuff, but I think that adding my stories every day was my vlog. Like, there was this one time specifically that I want to fucking talk about. You guys know that dope ass picture that I added? Sorry, excuse my face. This one. Of this fucking beautiful ass island. So I was in Nusa Penida is the name of the island, and I had done a day excursion where they obviously take you over to the island, and I really wish that I would have done my research a little bit more, because I deadass thought that this was gonna be a remote ass island where, like, the boat was just gonna take us around to, like, all of the views and, like, everything that they wanted to show us. But no, this fucking island had roads, had cars, had, like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was imagining. So we went to this island, and one of the fucking places, I cuss a lot, I apologize, don't let your kids watch my videos. One of the places that they took us to was Kelling King Beach, Nusa Penida, but the locals call it, like, Dinosaur Beach, because that mountain that's out in front of me looks like a little dinosaur or whatever. Anyway, we were there, that was the first stop that we made, and my tour guide was like, I was like, we're going to the bottom, right? Because I had obviously seen pictures and, like, did my research on that the night before. I was like, we're going to the bottom, right? Like, and he was like, no. Also, like, keep in fucking, another thing that I hadn't touched on, the heat, the humidity, like, the mix of the two, it was just on a different level. It was just so hot. I, again, love the fucking heat because I love being naked. But it was so much to handle. It was a lot to handle. So he says, you only have, so I was like, what do you mean we're not going to the bottom? We have to go to the bottom. Like, what, how do you mean? Keep in mind, this was like noon, I hadn't had anything to eat. And so he was like, okay, like, go to the bottom then. Like, you have I know that you have 30 minutes. We're gonna be here for 30 minutes and then we're leaving. So I said, oh, 30 minutes? 30 minutes, that's it? I'll have you know, I do hour-long Stairmasters. Fuck those Stairmasters. I said, okay, challenge accepted. I said, I'm out. And so I started running. There were so many people that I had to, like, walk through it with. But, like, you got to a certain point, maybe, like, a quarter of the way down, and, like, no one else was going down. There was only, like, the brave. And my bitch ass started not running, but, like, these are, like, huge steps. They're not just, like, and they're, like, sometimes there wasn't any step. Like, it got sketch at some points. But I was just like, I'm going down. I need a picture. I'm going down, is what I said. So I started booking it down, and then finally I got to, like, I got to where I took the picture. That's as far as I really got. A bitch was dying. A bitch was dying when I tell you that. Like, cause even going down was a mission. So I got there, started taking some pics, and then I look at my clock and it's like, fuck, okay, like, I made it down in like 10 minutes. So I was like, okay, like, cool, take 5 minutes, pictures, and then you have 15 minutes to get back up. I start my trek back up that bitch. And when I tell you that, like, it was so hard, and obviously it had to do with like the heat and the humidity and just how fast I was going, but they were like not even like halfway up from halfway. I was like like breathing like a cow. And I had to like stop, and like I got I didn't get dizzy. I threw up. I threw up. A bitch threw up. What? Nothing, because it was noon and I hadn't eaten anything, so I was like, I'm literally gonna die. I'm gonna die. I sat there fucking concerned. Actually, no, I didn't sit there. But I was like, okay, like, you have a minute. Like, take a minute and fucking relax. And take it step by step. Take it step by step. Like, you need to chill. You need to chill. You need to chill. Made it back up, and like my tour guide actually started coming down to check on me, but I was already almost up, and I was like, I'm good, like, I'm just so hot, so sweaty. Like, I don't know if I have a video, but I have never been this sweaty before in my life. And so I got to the top finally, and then I had to sit, and I started getting dizzy as fuck, you guys. Like, dizzy where I like sat down and I started seeing like spots of different colors, and I was like, and like I, you know, like lightheaded, and there was just like, I literally thought I was gonna faint, but I kept being like, no, bitch, like, you cannot die right now. You are not gonna be the one to ruin this entire experience for everyone. Well, not for everyone. I had a tour guide, and there was like 4 more people, but I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. You can't be that chunky guy that just like faints and dies, or not faints and dies, but like faints and has to get taken to the hospital, and like everybody's day is ruined. No. So I snapped myself out of it, and then I was fine. And then I went to like, they had little stores, got myself a Gatorade and like an ice cream bar, because I was like, I'm gonna die. Also, keep in mind that was our first stop. That was literally our first stop. But I made it up, and I didn't die, and it was everything, and I like thought that I was going to, but I didn't. A bitch is still here. Love a good contour. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is why I didn't like party. I don't know. I mean, I think the answer is obvious. The fact that I was alone. I'm not one. And I did, I mean, y'all saw that night of when I did go wild when I was in Canggu with friends that I met at the hostel that I was staying at. And that night was fun. But it's just, I don't know, like, I feel like even before I left, like, I think I'm past that. I think I'm past the whole, like, party scene. I don't know. To me, it's just, at this point, I only want to get fucked up for things that matter. Like, I don't want to drink every weekend just to drink. I don't know. And no judgment to y'all or to whoever is watching this and does want to do that. Like, sure, like, go. Do your thing. But I feel like I totally already did that. You know? I did that and I lived my best life doing it. But, like, at this point, I just want to chill. To me, it was just about the culture and the experience, and if I got to party, I would party, and if I didn't, then I wouldn't, and that was okay with me, basically. It was just like everything. Also, another thing that just freaked me the fuck out, and of course it would happen. The coronavirus outbreak, like, happens when I'm in Southeast Asia by myself, like, of course, like, never would it, like, I feel like it would have never happened if I was at home. I'm kidding, that's very self-centered of me, but, like, am I? So the corona outbreak fucking hits the town. Everyone starts panicking, everyone literally starts sending me, like, are you okay? Like, I started getting messages. My parents started sending me, like, articles. And I was like, Dad, like, what do you guys want me to do? I'm already out here. I am already out here, and I'm not just gonna leave. Like, what, like, hello? Hello? I'm not letting some... Just kidding. It was pretty scary. Like, I don't know. But also, like, everywhere over there, it was a lot more... What do I want to call it? Like, people were making sure, like, you weren't just, like, walking in with it. Like, when I would walk into my hotels and stuff, like, they would check my temperature. When I got to islands, like, temperatures were being checked. Like, they were proactive about it, about making sure that that bitch stayed in Wuhan, China, or wherever it started. That is just also very scary. Never did I have plans to go to China, but, like, pobrecitos, qué miedo. Like, being stuck? I don't know, like, that would... Wow. Talk about a nose contour. Skinny nose! I couldn't make it even snatcher. Like, yeah, fucking kill me for, like, wanting to be ignorant, but in a situation like that, like, I don't know, I didn't want to know. You know, like, I wanted to stay in my bubble of just, like, not knowing. And living my best life. I don't know, like, call me crazy. But I just did not care. I did not care. So let's go in on the eyes, shall we? Shall we go in on the eyes? I don't really know what I want to do. I think I'm just going to do, like, a little simple light glam moment. Before leaving, I started, like, dipping into, like, my eyebrows and, like, trying to, like, change, I don't know, like, I don't know. I was trying to perfect my eyebrows, but I've come to the realization that my eyebrows need little to no touching at all because of how thick and full they are. Like, plucking wise, yeah, totally. I've been actually trying to, like, lift my tail a little bit, and it's slowly but surely getting there. But yeah, we're gonna go in with a Gimme Brow from Benefit Cosmetics. It's just a little tint, just to, like, give them a little color, make sure they're not just... And it honestly puts them in their place, too. It gives me just the right amount of touch that I want. Yeah, look at the difference. And for the eyes, now that this is dried down, I'm going to be using a Morphe palette, just like usual. I don't know which one this is. I've had this one for ages. But it's like a cute little nudes. I don't know, it's everything. Nudes! Well, you know we love nudes around here. I'm gonna give myself a very light look. So I did, what is it, 5 countries? No, 4 countries. I did 4 countries. Obviously the longest I was at one was Bali, because that was the plan at first. That was always a plan, to go to Bali and just, like, I don't know, figure it out from there. And then I was ready to leave. I did Bali, and then I went to Singapore. From Singapore, which is technically, actually it's not. If any Singaporeans are watching this, you were not part of Malaysia because that's what you wanted. They seceded in 1965. I did get a nice little educational moment when I was in Singapore. Singapore was part of Malaysia for the longest time, but then it became this, like, melting pot of, like, different Asian countries that just, like, wanted to leave. So they became their own country. It's a city-state. So I count that as a different country that I checked out. Like I was saying, Bali, Singapore, and then I did KL, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, which, like you guys saw in my stories, never would I have imagined stopping there, but it was honestly a really great spot, and I'm really happy that I did. But it was just, like, different. Like, I don't know. It was sick. It was cool. It was cool. And I can't wait to go back. Yeah, like, it was just a lot. Like, it's exhausting. Have you guys ever traveled to, like, heat countries where it's just, like, so tiring? Like, exhausting to, like... I don't know. It was just a lot to deal with. And at the end of it, it's not even at the end of it, like, I had a bunch of friends that were saying that they were going to come and meet me, and, like, I was expecting that and waiting for it and, like, looking forward to that, but it didn't work out. And then at the end, like, one friend did come and meet me, which was when I was in Phuket, and that was, like, the dopest time of my life. aggressive, but like it was a really fun time. And then after like he went his way and I went my way, and it was just like, that was like the turning point for me. Like I was like, how am I supposed to be alone again? Like after just having such a great time with people from back home, with like my loved ones, with like, I don't know, like it was just, and then deadass, I bought my ticket to fly back a couple days before I actually flew back. And I was okay with it. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, you know? Like, I didn't know how, like, how was I gonna be alone again after just having such a bomb time with a close friend? How? I didn't know. I did not know. And so I said, fuck it, take me home! Take me home! I wanted to come home so bad. I missed my mom. I missed my mom. I missed my mom. I don't know if you guys, like, I don't care. Call me a mama's boy, like, call me whatever you want to call me, but it does, like, I think it sucks for people that don't have a really good relationship with their parents. Like, I'm sorry. My mom is everything to me. Like, it was a great experience, and don't get me wrong, like, don't take that. I don't want you to take away from this entire video that I was a little bitch at the end that couldn't really deal with it. Although I was. Because I should have been up. No, I should have. It was time for me to come home. It was just time. Yeah, just a light little eye look. After everything that I experienced, after all the people that I met, and then finally like a friend coming to visit, or not visit, a friend doing his own travels and us meeting up, it gave me the reassurance, because I had been feeling like this since the start of my trip, that it was just time for me to go back. Like, it was great. It was amazing. Don't get it twisted. I will for sure be traveling alone again, but for actually not in a long time. Actually, hopefully not ever. I don't like to travel alone. I need my people. I thrive with my people. It was a very good experience. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about the world and just everything, but it ain't for me. It ain't for me. I got my people. We're not gonna do any lashes today. I like clearly still got it if I look this good. I just wanted to do a quick little video and talk to you guys about all of this. What lip combo do I want to use? Cork. So I think this is the combo that I'm going to be using for my lips. Cork as the lip liner, and then 2 KKW products, the color Classic K lipstick, and then the Super Nude lip gloss, just to top it off, you know? In the last year, I quit my job, traveled to Europe, traveled to Southeast Asia, and now I'm back. What the future has for me, I have no idea. I hope it's only the best, but this is part of life, I think. I will continue to focus on myself, and I will continue to do me, because who do? I can't even do you better than I can do me. You know, like, it's just the way that it works. This is just my life, and this is how I want to live it, and this is what I want to do, and I've always believed that since the longest time. Alright, honeys, that is the finished look. I hope that you guys kind of enjoyed just getting a little life update, and just hearing all of my shenanigans. But hopefully I'm able to like take this a little bit more seriously and upload a little bit more frequently. I do have videos that I've taken that are on my computer that I just haven't edited. I think that is just part of it, why I haven't taken this so seriously. I wish that I could just hire an editor and just get it done, but I don't know. Hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me real soon. But yeah, until the next time that I upload.